Start. The notice of voluntary retirement given under sub-rule in bracket 1 shall require acceptance by the appointing authority subject to Rule 2.2, of Punjab Civil Services Rule, Volume 2, provided that where the appointing authority does not refuse to grant the permission for retirement before the expiry of the period specified in sub-rule within bracket 1 supra, the retirement shall become effective from the date of expiry of the said period, provided further that before a government employee gives notice of voluntary retirement with reference to sub-rule within bracket 1, he should satisfy himself by means of a reference to the appropriate authority that he has, in fact, completed 20 years service qualifying for pension, unquote, para. It will be noticed that under Rule 5.32 within bracket capital B, a government employee who has completed 20 years of qualifying service may, by giving notice of not less than 3 months in writing to the appointing authority, retire from service, There is provision for requesting for relaxation of the notice period of 3 months and for consideration thereof, as to what the appointing authority is to do is governed squarely by sub-rule within bracket 2, That sub-rule states that the notice of voluntary retirement given under sub-rule within bracket 1 code shall, unquote, require acceptance by the appointing authority subject to Rule 2.2 of the Punjab Civil Services Rules in bracket volume 2, Acceptance of the request is subject to Rule 2.2 of the rules, para. But the proviso to sub-rule within bracket 2 of Rule 5.32 within bracket capital B states that if the permission to retire is not refused within the period specified in sub-rule within bracket 1, the retirement shall become effective from the date of expiry of the period, Therefore, it is clear that if a person has completed 20 years qualifying service and has given a notice under Rule 5.32 in bracket capital B of 3 months in bracket, or if his request for relaxation in 3 months is accepted, then the request code shall, unquote, be accepted subject to invoking the provisions of Rule 2.2 of the Punjab Civil Services Rule in bracket volume 2, para. Under Rule 2.2, the future good conduct of an employee is an implied condition of every grant of pension, In other words, what all it means is that even if the acceptance of the voluntary retirement is mandatory, there is an obligation cast on the retired employee to maintain good conduct after such retirement, para. The words quote future good conduct, unquote, mean good conduct after retirement, If the employee does not continue to maintain good conduct after retirement, then the government can withhold or withdraw the pension or a part of it in case he is convicted of serious crime or in case he be guilty of grave misconduct, Such a decision to withhold or withdraw the whole or part of pension would be final and conclusive, that is to say, so far as the government hierarchy is concerned, It will be noticed that Rule 2.2 does not obstruct the voluntary retirement to come into force automatically on the expiry of the 3 months, and it only enables withdrawing of withholding of pension subject to certain conditions to a certain retired employee,